Okay, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you Akim out there that push this road in truth and in sincerity. We are 5 days out from the Babylonian festival that they call Christmas, which goes back to the worship of Tammuz. Just like you have the United States government, their financial system goes back to the ancient Babylonian customs. It's called Babylonian money magic, a system that has been created, how they create money out of thin air. That goes back to the ancient Babylonians, showing you that the connection to America, and ancient Babylon is real. It's a connection there. That's why it's called in the scriptures the daughter of Babylon. It's all the customs of the ancient Babylonians. Esau, being the so-called white man, in his power structure, his power seat, which is the American government, they take on these customs. And hence they have the most of Europe, damn near the whole world, falling behind this custom that go back to the Babylonians. Actually, yeah, you go back to the Babylonians, man. And the worshiping of Tammuz and Nimrod and Semiramis. This all goes back to the Babylonians. And you should not worship this festival coming up. Because it has nothing to do with Yahweh Shah being born on December 25th in the dead of winter. That was Nimrod's birthday. Yahweh Shah was born in the springtime, late March, early April, during the time of the Passover. So I don't know what these people in these churches, where they're getting their information from. You see, these wacky-tacky Christians, they don't study, they don't do no research. And the system that they worshiping goes back to the plantation Christianity that was brought over here by the so-called founding fathers. But over here, they was Freemasons. So I have a few scriptures. I brought to Zah, you I came out to be edified. I'm not gonna make this lesson too long. I just want to get to the point. And this pagan festival is 5 days out. I believe it's on a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. And all these people are going to exchange gifts, and they're going to worship something they don't even know they're worshiping. And where it derived from, the origins of it, when did it become a national holiday? If I'm not mistaken, it was in the 1800s by Ulysses S. Grant. If I'm not mistaken, that president, Ulysses S. Grant, he made Christmas a national holiday, if I'm not mistaken. But I think I'm right on that. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. It says, "Hear ye the words which the Lord Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the ways of the heathen." And these are one of the ways of the heathen, man. Worshiping this Babylonian pagan ritual that goes back, like I said, to the ancient Babylonians, to the worship of Semiramis and Tammuz. When you ask these people, they don't care as long as they're receiving gifts, as long as they can put lights up in their crib, listen to them goddamn demonic Christmas carols that they listen to. They don't care, man, and they following the ways of these heathen. And right now, the heathenistic ways that they are following is Esau, so-called white man, and it says, "Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the ways of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven." And how are they dismayed at the signs of heaven? Because they seen all kind of sightings of what they call UFOs, but we call them chariots of the Most High. We call them chariots. Another name for them are clouds. But Esau and the rest of these nations, even 2/3 of Jacob, when they see 2/3 of Israel, when I mean Jacob, I'm talking about all the tribes from Judah on down to Issachar, when they see a so-called UFO in the sky, they bug out, man. They bug the hell out, not knowing what the hell to do, man. And these sightings are being seen throughout the four corners of the earth, and these people are dismayed. And Esau, he's scared to death, man. He know what they are, but he's not going to tell you. But it's too much information that's on the YouTube, that's on the internet, that's bringing out what's really going down, man. I was watching about 4 years ago when they had a NASA channel on DirecTV. You know, they had a live feed, you know, showing the International Space Station, and they was fixing something out there, and we seen they was calling them bogies. We seen about 2 or 3 chariots, man. Then all of a sudden, a bunch of them started surrounding the space station where they was doing their work at, man, and they cut the live feed. Why? Because, hey, being dismayed at the size of heaven, seeing these chariots, man, is spooking them. And they don't want, being able to live feed, they didn't want the people to be alarmed to what it really is, man. So back in Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the ways of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them, for the customs of the people are vain. And what's part of the customs of these people? Worshiping Christmas, man. You know, see, right now, this whole fall going into the winter solstice goes back to, you know, everything. Halloween, Thanksgiving, the Day of Thievery, the worshiping of Tammuz. All these festivals are back to back to back, man. All these pagan holidays are back to back to back, and these people, and they sucking it up. And the customs of these people are vain. It's wicked. It has nothing to do with the scriptures, man. In fact, I'm reading the scriptures, and the scriptures is condemning such idol worship like Christmas. You're not supposed to indulge into it, man. You're not supposed to get involved with this. That's learning the ways of the heathen, which are the other nations. It says, for the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands. It says, all right, let me read it again. For the custom of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, which you see we displayed right here. In this case, a pine tree, because it's evergreen. It stays green. A real pine tree stays green, even in the wintertime, man. It lives, man. It don't die unless the Most High uproot it. But it stays green all year round, man. The evergreen tree, and that's what they take. It says, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with an axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. Back in the ancient world, they literally put silver and gold on these trees. Now they put gold and silver trimmings on these trees, man. With stars, balls, you know, and all kind of abominable things they put on the tree, man, to decorate it. But back then it was literally gold and silver that they put on these trees. Now they decorate it with trimmings, man. It says they deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, and it move not, because this tree, it needs to be held in place. So how they hold it in place? Now they have a little tree holder. But back in the ancient world, they drove nails in it to fasten it to the ground, man. To keep it in one place. So they could bow down and worship it. Put gifts under the tree. But back then they was worshiping it, man. Because it was said that the spirit of Nimrod was in the tree. You can't make this shit up, man. You have to be a stupid motherfucker, slow of heart, to really believe some shit like that. You know? Talking about a fairy tale. It says, they deck it with silver. Back in Jeremiah 10 verse 4. They deck it with silver and with gold, and fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. And that's what they do, man. That's what they do. They fastened it with nails. But right now, like I said, right now they got a thing called a tree holder. And they use a tree holder to keep that bitch in place, man. So it won't fall and start a fire. And around this time of the year, man, you always see fires happening in people's houses, man, because they put too much, ornaments on the tree and have everything plugged up in one socket and it sparks a fire, man. And burn that evergreen tree in the house. And hence, people die, get put to death around this year. Worshipping that pagan ritual, man. Which goes back to the Babylonians. It says, this is Isaiah chapter 40 verse 19. I'm gonna start at 19. It says, this is what they do, man. Going back into how the workmen with the axe go into the forest and cut the tree, man. Bring it back to their women. They children, the women and the children deck that shit with silver and gold while the women are kneading cakes and baking cakes, and weeping and running for Tammuz. It says, back in Isaiah chapter 40, verse 19, the workman melteth a graven image, and the goldsmith spread it over with gold and casteth silver chains. Yeah, man. I'm taking that evergreen tree and putting all kind of trimmings on it, and it's also going to heavy idol worshiping, man. It says, verse 20: He that is so impoverished that he have no oblation, chooseth a tree that will not rot. He seeketh unto him a cunning workman, because these trees won't rot, man. Why? Because they evergreen, man. They everlast. They stay green all year round, man. And that's why they choose this right here, and that's why Semiramis chose that tree to worship her husband/son, because it never dies. This is the story. You gotta be out of your mind to believe it, man. But hence, that's people believe it, man. The ancients and they customs, man, is bugged out in vain, man. And hence you got Jake, mainly the Latin tribes. You got Judah, Benjamin, Levi as well. They into this Christmas shit wholeheartedly, man. Wholeheartedly. Thinking that a fat pedophile white man with rosy cheeks is gonna come down your chimney, and you ain't even got a chimney. You living in the projects. Madness. Total madness. It says, he that is so impoverished that he have no oblation, chooseth a tree that will not rot. He seeketh unto him a cunning workman to prepare a graven image that shall not be moved. Like I said, they fasten it to the ground with nails and hammers, but now they have a tree holder, and they deck that bitch with silver trimmings, gold trimmings, balls, ornaments, candy, whatever they could put on there. Wreaths, bells. They call them jingle bells, whatever you call them. And have that with icicles, and have that bitch shining. And they worship that shit, man. And this festival, and this ritual, and this custom goes back to the ancient Babylonians. But yet we 5 days away from this, and watch the whole world of Esau, be in awe with this, man. And every person, damn near every nation that's over here, whether you're a Moabite, whether you're an Ammonite, whether you're a Ishmaelite. I don't know if these Ishmaelites worship, but these Americanized Ishmaelites, I guarantee they got a goddamn tree in their house. If they're Americanized. But like I said, I didn't want to make this lesson too long. Just getting straight to the point, basically, about how you ought not to worship this festival that they call this Christmas Babylonian custom that they call Christmas. You're not supposed to worship it, man. And these wacky tacky ass Christians, they don't even read it in the scriptures. And Jeremiah just brought out 2 scriptures show you that you're not supposed to worship the tree, and they describe an evergreen tree that don't rot. So now what you got to say about that? But they ain't gonna say nothing about that. Because they don't read, man. They don't know, man. So with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you Akim out there that push this word and teach this word in truth and sincerity. That's a little quick lesson. You know, I didn't really go into the origins of Christmas because on this mysterybabylon.org channel, whether this blog, it goes into, you know, the customs of the heathen and this ritual that this festival, this custom is also mentioned in there. The Babylonian connection to Christmas. Shalom, Akim.